Good morning. Today's recipe is going to be a special one. We're doing a featured recipe from the book. It is recipe 10, our layered analog base. We've got ingredients, steps. We've also got the card that we gave away for free. On Facebook, which has the same thing, but it's in this nice, neat little graphic. Same thing in a graphic. And I've also given you the signal chain in separate steps. After this is just like first we patch it in phase plant, then we do Ableton signal chain, then after that we do resample, do another signal chain. Okay, so let's just hop to it. Back over to Ableton. Let's gather our ingredients for this recipe. We've got phase plant open. It's week 4, Friday, July 17th. Recipe number 10. And it is layered analog base. Oh, we have to put week 4, it gets mixed up with the other ones. So we're making so many of them. This is the 4th time I've done this recipe. And I think something slightly different comes out every time. So let's get to the next ingredient. We need a saw wave. And a square wave. Turn the amp down a bit. Okay, so saw and a square give us that sound. Then we can have a sub in there. -1, sine wave, -1. Usually send this to its own lane, but for now, maybe we'll keep it here. It's causing some wobbling. Alright, so we need a low pass filter. Cut off at 200 hertz. Then we're going to put an envelope on the amp. Oh, wait. Envelope 1. Yeah, we'll put envelope on the amp. We have moderate attack, about 50 milliseconds. Long release, 500 milliseconds. And saturation. Actually, snap heap, we need a tube drive. Let's see what we have for tube drive. We made our own snap-ins. Tube recipe 2. I wrote some recipes there. Tube shootout. Maybe we'll try that one. Tube for bass. Let's try that. Okay. Cookbook do that. Okay, hold on. Make another macro to that so we have control over that. So we've got a mild distortion. Okay. For now, let's close that. We need a chorus expander. Hold on a second. So this has chorus, but chorus or dimension expander. Maybe both. Try it. Okay. One more thing. This says saturation. Do we have saturation on our distortion? Yes. Okay, that's good. Let's try chorus. One chorus and one dimension expander. Oh, sorry. What would that be? Would that be this? No, hold on a second. I think we made this before. It sounds familiar. Sorry, Serum has a dimension expander. Phase Plant doesn't, but we can make our own, which we've already done. Here we go. So it's chorus with some delay. That's how they make it. So we've recreated it. And we just need a little bit. Give it some dimension. Next we can do some EQ shaping. We can do a cut at a boost at 80. Sorry, that's a boost. So bell at 80. How high was that? 3 is a lot. We'll cut at 400, around 400. And then we'll high shelf above 5 kilohertz. Okay, that's the sound out. I gotta be at work soon, but I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back. If you guys want to stay tuned, I'll be back in about 10 minutes or less. I just gotta go get something ready for work and I'll be back to do the next step. I'm back. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Thank God for that pause button. I had to do something quick. Okay, we're gonna continue with the sound. Just checking the stream on my phone. Yep, the stream's back up and running. Yeah, okay, it's running. A sip of coffee. All right, let's get this done. Get on with our day. Okay, so we've got the sound. The filter sounds kind of hard to me, so can't be right. Maybe if it was at 200 and it opened, or maybe if it was at a band pass. Let's do the band pass today. Let's put an LFO on the band pass. But I don't like that shape. LFO, the LFO. Shark fin. Okay, the amount. Speed and sync. Alright, and then what if we collapse this? We can collapse that. Collapse this. Add another filter. A low pass like it says originally. Throw it back up here though. Either before or after our LFO. After our notch. Turn the polyphony down. Okay, so we've got that option to make this thing wobble. It says to leave it at 200, so let's just see what happens. We'll come back and tweak it if we want. So you can change the characteristic of the bass just by the filter. This is a layered analog bass that we're making. Also, something that we did not do, but that I like to do pretty much every patch, is send our sub. This is actually giving it some sort of wobble, the sine wave being 1 octave lower. We're going to send it to lane 2 so it's not affecting our main body patch. And then we can also assign this to the level so that we can have control over our sub. So if we name this the sub, LVL, now we've got a volume for our sub. So we can dial in the volume to where we want it so it's not overpowering the sound. This is supposed to be a bass sound, just an analog bass sound. I think we're getting that characteristic from the distortion, snap heap distortion that we put in the tube, and our dimension. Alright, time for a sip of coffee. Alright, so For now, let's just keep moving with the patch. Steps. I guess we could review these steps. Let's just check our steps here and see if we got it. Oh, so we could blend those at equal levels. They pretty much are because they both start at 100. Our sub layer, mono and centered. So we would have to put a stereo on there to make it mono. So we still have to do that. They're low pass. We did that. Warmth the tube. We did that. Stereo width, light chorus or expander. So we did that. Tone sculpt. We did that. Bounce and resample and render the bass. Apply light compression for uniform body. Okay. Okay, so now we are good. Only thing is we'll make this sub. Let's name it the sub 2. Let's go into lane 2. We can make it mono by using stereo and turning the width all the way off. So now we have a mono sub. We also can totally separate it and send it to the master. And that'll depend on what kind of sound you're going for. So now if we send it back to lane 3. Guess we could also use this mix knob. Okay, anyway. If anyone was in the comments, you could let me know which way you like better, but no one's there yet. We'll just keep doing these streams. Maybe someone will show up. Alright, let's render it. So we need some notes to play. I like F a lot for drum and bass, or G. For now, we'll just keep it simple. That's all right there, I guess. Okay. Let's throw in an audio track. record arm. Oh, first we have to tell it to listen to phase plant. So we're feeding our phase plant into this channel. Input record arm. Oh, we don't want that to be. It's hitting like red. We don't want it hitting red. All right. In phase plant, are we hitting red? Our signal, signal flow. That's what it's called in the chain. So we've got volume on the oscillators, volumes in the lanes, and master volumes. So we got to check that. Right, basically. Keep that at 0 actually, and then move these. Right. Okay. Let's try that. See what we get. We've got 4 bars. Let's just crop it at 4. Okay. So this is our analog bass. Actually, it does sound like an analog bass should. We can change the sound by playing with the filter, mind you, and get some rather different, interesting sounds out of it. Further processing. All right. Let's grab a Ableton stock saturator. Analog clip. Usually soft is good. An EQ8. Okay. We've got a cut at 400. Boost at 80. It's kind of like the same one last thing that we just did, so I'm not sure, but try it. Whoops. Boost at 80. Now it's going loud again. Okay. Turn down a bit. Cut at 400. We'll cut it around 400. And a boost. No, that's it. So yeah, that could be right actually. Excuse me. Alright, now we're going to throw a compressor on there. Sec. I'm just gonna see about these settings here. 1 sec. Excuse me again. Okay, just review this. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Okay. Right. It's 0.20, not 20. So I mixed that up, sorry. This is a slow attack and 100 is usually long. Alright. Release 129 millisecond. Okay. figure out how to use these things, it's pretty simple. You need to know the ratio, attack, and release for the sound you're working on. And then the threshold clips the top, sort of turns it back down. When it reaches this level, exceeds it, the compressor pushes it back down again. Alright, so we did that. I'm going to turn my amp up so I can hear it better. Sounds nice. Okay. Next, we'll throw a utility on there. Bass mono at 120 Hertz. This keeps the low end mono for punch and ensures proper gain staging in the mix. Just looking to see if I've missed anything here. We got saturator, EQ, compressor, and utility. So that's it for our stock chain. Our stock chain, here it is. This is the cheat sheet I gave away for free. Okay, so there you've got the stock is done. Our next step would be to move to the next thing. Okay, so next thing in the book is our UAD chain. So let's bounce this out again to a new audio track, number 3. Sorry, back to the DAW. Let's insert an audio track, and we'll tell it to listen to number 2 audio. Put the input on, record arm, and then we'll record. Okay. Again, just a 4-bar loop, simple MIDI that we wrote in. So you can see how the waveform is affected. Now it's time for UAD. Well, our first step, our second step, our third step. So put the warp on complex. Alright. Time for UAD. So we need an 1176. Rev E. Okay, we got our 1176 right here. Usually we want these needles going from 0 to 3. Or somewhere in between. Then we can just turn the output up to make it louder. So that's the 1176. Very simple and adds some character to it. Next up, we've got our Pultec EQ. This is a famous amp, EQP1A. Alright, it's magic. Let's see if we can dial the settings in and get it going somewhere good. Solo it. Alright, so we put this at 60. Boosting 1. Okay. Let's throw something on there so we can see what's going on. What is that thing called they put on here? Span. Throw span on there. Okay, let's use span. Whoops. Let's get our UAD thing back up. Try and see what this is doing to our sound. I'm good, so that seems to do nothing. Interesting. So it is boosting it. Alright, let's hop back and see our cookbook, see what's next. Okay. We need an oxide tape for harmonic richness. There's a little picture of our signal flow. So it's pretty simple. Oxide should be pretty simple now. Okay, let's grab that oxide tape. Boost it up a little bit. Oh, it's too hot. Okay, hold on. So same thing. We want it hopping from 0 to 3. I think it's good right there. And if we wanted to, we could turn it up here. But signal's getting hotter. See, we're hitting 6 now. Once again, we need another audio track. We will then input from number 3. This is our finished baked in sound. And we can just crop it at 4. Right. Now if we also want some simple hits for our sample pack, our productions. Whoops, we go back to the starting. We were going to want to get, let's close this. Turn off link, okay. We're going to want to get, whoops. Oh. Name this one F0. A0. That's A, right? Yeah. Next, maybe we want a G. I'm going kind of random here, but we gotta go back down. Oh, that was it. That's G. Whoops. Okay, so we got FAG. Probably need a C, maybe D sharp. Okay. Whoops. Okay, and then a C. Reason being, once we have these keys, we can pitch it up and down any octave. So this is handy for sound design. Maybe you wouldn't play those keys in drum and bass though, but that's pretty low. Okay, and then we resample into here. We go ahead, group this. Command G. Control G. Name it the stock. Whoops. And then we can just turn it off. Same thing here, we just grab all these, Command G. Actually turn the span off separately. Alright, then rename it UAD. Whoops, collapse that. There, now we have on-off switch. Okay, so into number 2 we go. We'll get each note, capture each note. Oops, we only need 2 bars. Next. 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 There we go. So now we've got them all in here. Turn that back on. I'm not sure if it affects it when you record into it, but I'm just turning it off to be safe. I'll probably look that up. Okay, so we've got our F loop. Then we've got F0, A0. Whoops. G0, D sharp, and C. What happened to A? What happened to you, A? Something happened to A, not sure what. Why does it say off? Oh, did I turn it back on? There we go, okay. One sec. Okay. Next we can go into 3. Right. One sec. Okay. Just checking that 2 bars is good for the analog sub. It was a respace 2 to 4 bars. Neural growls 1 to 2 bars. Wobbly yoys 1 to 2 bars. Sustained basses are 4 bars. Bass fills are 1 bars. Anyway, next. Drop it at 2. Next. Drop it at 2. Moving on to the next. Crop it at 2. On to the next one. Crop it in at 2. What we're doing here is just what everyone does when they make sample packs, I think. They got different iterations. Okay. That was on, right? Yeah. Now we can turn this on. Right, and then we're going to go into here. Our final. Okay, drop it. Next. Okay, drop it. Next. Okay, drop it. Next. Whoops. Right, crop that. Next one. Whoops. Okay, crop it. And we'll rename this F0, A0, G0, D sharp, C. It's kind of boring. I don't think most people cover this, but this is what I'm finding. So now we have this sound without all the signal processing. So if we start a new project, we can grab these sounds and throw them in, and we lose all that processing power to free up our CPU. Right now it's at 33%. Let's rename this the F loop. Oops. Okay. So there you have it now, but let's hop back here to phase plant. And let's just see what else, what other sounds we can get out of this patch. These patches are like multi-purpose. See, look at this. Oops, record enable so I can play it on my keyboard. LFO the LFO. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm just messing around, but you could get something out of this if you played around with it long enough. Let's try this. Anyway, nothing fruitful came of that, but you could make your own recipe. Just start messing around. There we go. It's kind of something cool right there. What about like a fatuator? Got about 2 minutes left and I gotta get going. Certainly is a bass sound. See if we can get sort of tame the eyes. There we are. What if we filter before the distortion? I mean before the filter. I mean distort before the filter. There we go. There we go. too much. Alright, we got something cool now. Told you we just had to tweak it a bit. Oh, let's change this. Or let's add a new one so we don't lose it. Okay. That's our Reese now. Actually, we can use this to our advantage, so we want a 2 to 4 bar loop. Let's get into 2 mode. Let's see. Play it. Oops, don't forget our keys there. Hold on a sec, let's put this on here. Can we? Oh. Same thing if we do this. Same thing. Try 24 and C. Okay, put that on the mod wheel. Okay, close the window. Now we've got our mod wheel here. This is 0%. Okay, let's see what it sounds like in that with the context of our loop. Let's just hear what they sound like together. On our phase plant, let's make some room for our sub. It's playing underneath of it. Let's grab an EQ. Throw that on there. Low pass. Give the sub some room. So it's a lot brighter sounding. Oh yeah, this is playing. So we would have had to keep the original patch and then put the MIDI over to match it to make it line up good, but we didn't. Anyway, we've got a really cool respace here. Okay, let's save this. Loading up. There we go. We're working on our bases. This was week 4. Analog bass. Recipe number 10. Okay. So now that I've saved that, maybe I can just go back enough steps that all I have to do is change it back actually, right? Yeah, okay, so hold on. I'll just close this, duplicate this. Right, and then we've got the MIDI there. So let's go into our patcher here. Let's get our analog bass back. Should be fairly simple. So that was a saw, there was no detune. This was a square, there was no detune. And then we didn't have that fatuator. We did something to the filter. It's supposed to be a 200 hertz. Might sound cool, it's a little bit of movement on it too. Let's check that out. Try and play just a note. Let's turn these LFOs off. We didn't have glide on. Okay. There we go. Analog layered bass, we can save it. For basses, week 4 analog bass, save it. Okay. Let's hear what it sounds like with the new MIDI. That could be cool. Check it out. Oh yeah, it doesn't sound as bright because we took the EQ off. Here we go. That'll be better now. Let's go. I think that sounds great. Just save this patch here. Or change it to there. It's a spin-off. There we go. Let's save it. Whoops, did that go in there? Base, yeah, okay. Save it. Save it. There we go. Okay. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Guess we could just do a little mix. Alright, see you later. See you in the next episode. It'll be on Monday. Alright, ciao.